be it by nature or the hand we're dealt. Life can and will change. Our living environments dictate how gracefully this occurs. But all too often, aging and disabled populations, and even some in perfect health, are unwelcome in their own homes.
Folks, regardless of their age, want a freedom of lifestyle. It doesn't matter if they're 25 or they're 75, it's irrelevant. They want that freedom, they want that independence.
Our society is dynamic, it's changing every day, and more so with baby boomers and the significance of that change. Well, this is what universal design is looking at. How do we accommodate the greatest generation of Americans that have ever lived?
Countless questions face these populations in coming years. The answers begin at home.
I was back there on the computer, bam, I mean really bam.
All of a sudden my feet flew out from under me and there I was on my back. I don't remember going out to the ambulance, and I don't remember the ride to the hospital. I suppose there could have been a damp spot, but that I'll never know.
For Mary Chilton, everyday activities aren't what they used to be. Not just because her body has changed, but because housing standards have not.
The standard for housing was set in the late 30s and early 40s by the U.S. military when they took a soldier who was 6 foot 1 inches tall. He was in his early 20s. He was in perfect health and very buff, and they said that's the average American, and that's how we'll build homes. And today, how many years later that is from World War I and World War II, homes are still being built that way.
No two people in this world are alike. We're all unique, be it age, size, ability, or preference. Our homes should reflect this reality.
We were designing homes since 1937 for families, purely thinking about what kitchens, what baths go into the homes, how many bedrooms, and that's the way we were designing homes. Now all of a sudden we were learning we had this tidal wave of individuals coming into the market that were going to create a whole new style of housing need.
Champion Genesis came to me and said they wanted to exhibit at the event, and it was about a month and a half before the event. And I told them they could come in, but they'd have to have what we call a universal design featured home. And they had no idea what it was. And I said, if I teach you, will you build it? And they said yes, and we did.
Why? Why do this home? What's the need? What's the purpose? And the need and the purpose is that we have an aging society. And they want to age in their homes. They want to age in place. And those that are going to want to live in this home are those types of people where they may not have a disability today, but they may have it tomorrow, or they may have a loved one that it's going to happen to. They're looking for a home. They're looking for some place where they can live now at 55, and in 30 years from now when they're 85, they can still use the stove. They can still use that dishwasher. They can still use that washer and dryer because it's raised. And that's what this home is all about. It's addressing that need. And as a society, we really need to recognize that and give our customers what they want.
1, 2, 3.
In 2004, Champion Homes unveiled the Generations Home and became the first home builder to bring a true universal design to market.
Let's call it a home for all ages. It does not advertise disability. The features are very subtle. The home looks really no different than any other home. But in the case of an individual who becomes injured, as we were discussing, the person can open the doors themselves. They can get in and out of the shower themselves comfortably, regardless of whatever within reason lies down the road as far as injury or illness goes. That the home is a home literally to age in, a home for all ages, and it's a home for a lifetime.
We're dealing with a new housing package of features, and we think it's extremely important that that message gets out.
In simplest terms, universal design are just features that are easy to use, that you don't have to have a master's degree to figure out how to do, and levered door handles and 36-inch doors fit that bill perfectly. Universal design are just easily implemented functionality into existing products and services.
People are going to initially hear that we have a new home for seniors, and they're just going to think, well, it's just another senior home with maybe some minor features that people would, in their changing lifestyles, would be interested in. And that's really not what we're dealing with here. We've got something new, we've got something unique and different, and please come in and observe it.
While we're healthy, this home has everything we need, which is great. What happens if everything were not so healthy? That's where this home really shines for me.
Universal design is accessible.
You have sloped entries, wider doorways, accessible kitchens,
barrier-free counters where you can roll under and get to sinks that have been lowered. Hallways are 42 inches wide. Doorways are at least 36 inches.
Here in the kitchen, the oven has been dropped to a comfort height level, and the food can be transferred easily from the oven to the countertop. The microwave, which is usually built in up high, has been relocated to the countertop. The upper cabinets have been lowered from the traditional 18-inch height down to 15-inch height. That provides more accessibility to the lower and middle shelves that shorter people have a difficulty with, and it's not just seniors, it's many people. My wife is 5'1".
Universal design is safe.
Everywhere is fluorescent, soft, efficient lighting. You don't have dark places in the home.
There's a full 5-foot diameter turnaround which occurs in both bathrooms. The toilet is a comfort height toilet which is 16.5 inches high. There's a roll-in shower, or curbless shower as I call it, that there's no step coming in and out, and it's 5 feet long by 4 feet deep.
That particular roll-in shower is a very high-quality shower that has 1-inch plywood support backing throughout the entire cavity, so that wherever you want to put a safety bar, you can put those safety bars in.
Universal design is efficient.
In a regular home, you have to, at the end of 700 hours approximately, change a light bulb. We all love to change light bulbs. Well, with this home, you can go for 18 to 20,000 hours. These light bulbs don't create heat, and therefore there's less of a heat load on the air conditioning. Here too, you'll note that we have the comfort height switches with the rocker switches, that again, the outlets throughout the house are raised.
We have front-loaded washer and dryer, and these are all Energy Star.
And the washer and dryer are on an elevated platform of approximately 12 inches, and the controls, instead of being up high in the back, are on the front by the front of the units.
The surface cooktop is a smooth, easy to clean glass cooktop with control knobs either on the right side or in the front so that they can be easily accessed.
You'll also notice in the curbless shower that instead of being tile, which requires a great deal of maintenance and upkeep, this is all with a special fiberglass with the marble chip impregnated in it.
Universal design is universal, fit for all ages, sizes, and levels of ability.
The husband or the man is 6'2", and the woman or wife is 5'1". They have a 3-year-old child who can just about reach the handle, and the grandmother lives with them or comes to visit, and she is slightly incapacitated because her grasping abilities are diminished, and this home will meet the needs of all of these people.